Welcome to the deep dive. We take the insights and sources you send us and we unpack them into hopefully powerful nuggets of knowledge. Today, we're embarking on what looks like a really fascinating journey. It's a vision that sort of redefines what it means to be truly alive, optimally well. Our source material for this deep dive is this, well, pretty extraordinary blueprint. It's called The Wellness Care Revolution, a blueprint for human thriving. And it lays out this meticulously engineered reality, I suppose, where human flourishing isn't just like an aspiration, but a really profound shift in how we approach health and vitality. So, our mission today is to explore this wellness care revolution, really delve into its core principles, and look at the innovative ways it proposes to empower you, the listener, to live your most vibrant life. And what seems to underpin this entire vision, something the document calls it out specifically, is Cytosolve. It's described as a sophisticated computational systems biology platform, sort of the scientific backbone, it seems, driving a lot of the innovation we're going to talk about.
That's right. And this blueprint, fundamentally, it shifts us beyond what it calls the reactive sick care model. The model that mostly just addresses illness after it shows up. Instead, it really propels us into a proactive wellness care paradigm. And the core insight here, I think, is that it empowers you to become an active participant in your own health journey, really strengthening your innate self-healing capabilities before problems even arise.
Okay, so how does this wellness care revolution actually envision this shift happening? The document talks about a world where we embrace our collective human potential,
Right.
emphasizing what it calls our light side, things like deep love, compassion, genuine caring for one another. And it's about optimizing your biological terrain. That's the phrase they use, essentially the internal environment of your body, right?
Mhm.
To foster this profound human flourishing. So it's not just about avoiding sickness,
Exactly.
it's about actively cultivating this like elevated state of being.
Precisely. Yeah, it
Yeah.
totally redefines health, not just, the absence of disease, but as this dynamic state of vibrant, integrated well-being. It encourages a much more holistic view where pretty much every aspect of your life contributes to your overall vitality.
Okay, so to make this tangible, the source introduces this really remarkable concept, the H Eco Spirit Village,
Mhm.
which isn't just a place, apparently. It's ambitiously described as a beacon of hope and, get this, even a Disneyland of fun, love, and joy, health, and ultimate performance. That sounds, well, incredibly aspirational.
It really does. And expanding on that, the deeper insight into this village, the HE Eco Spirit Village, is its premise that the environment itself becomes therapeutic. So it's not just a place with wellness activities, but is designed as a fully immersive ecosystem. Meticulously designed, they say, to inspire that feeling of being alive with a life purpose.
Yeah.
Every element, from the architecture to the communal spaces, it's all intended to be a living blueprint for human thriving, promoting self-knowledge, a harmonious relationship with the environment, really embracing your inner self.
Yeah. Right. It's pictured as a place where you can celebrate life with family, friends, meeting people from all over the world, recognizing that, and this is a quote, we are all one tribe. The document emphasizes this peace conscious ethos, reflecting what it calls a true aloha spirit. That sense of welcome and kindness. And it aims to welcome everyone, literally from wheelchair users to elite athletes, so they can find activities for fun and enjoyment, reminding us all in the preciousness of this life. It's a pretty compelling idea, this universal inclusion for wellness.
hmm And what's particularly highlighted within that village concept is the Ultimate Performance Park. It specifically integrates something called the Peace Education Program. The aim here, it seems, is to provide individuals with the opportunity to discover inner peace, to achieve true inner contentment of knowing thyself. And this aligns, they note, with the Prem Rawat Foundation's principles advancing dignity, peace, and prosperity. It's offering tools for internal well-being right alongside the physical stuff. It suggests that true performance isn't just physical prowess. It's deeply rooted in inner peace and self-awareness.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's unpack this vision a bit further then. The document outlines several key areas where this revolution is unfolding, each one designed, it seems, to be a game changer for your well-being. It really starts with this comprehensive view of optimizing human potential. First up is human optimization for mind, body, and spirit. So a truly holistic approach designed to cultivate physical vitality, resilience, inner peace, awareness, coherence, guiding you ultimately to a state of being truly human. But how does it actually achieve such an integrated state?
Well, the blueprint details things like comprehensive fitness training at this Ultimate Performance Center. It focuses on natural movements and what it calls conscious training. So exercise that isn't just physical exertion, but also integrates mental focus and awareness. And beyond just physical ability, it incorporates advanced stress management techniques, cognitive enhancement, and the integration of physical arts, yoga, martial arts, dance is meant to further promote that profound mind-body-spirit awareness. It's really about building a truly integrated sense of self, isn't it? Where mental clarity, emotional resilience, they're just as important as physical strength.
Yeah, exactly. And central to this whole approach, the Blueprint recommends the Peace Education Program. Can you maybe expand a bit on how that program specifically contributes to inner strength and personal peace as they envision it here?
Sure. Yeah, this program is presented as a way to help individuals discover their own inner strength, their personal peace, by reflecting on their own humanity, understanding their inner resources, things like choice, hope, dignity. It's about providing a framework, really, for self-discovery that complements the physical and cognitive aspects of optimization, fostering that deeper sense of self-awareness and contentment.
Okay. Moving on then to our internal world. The Blueprint talks about your internal ecosystem masterfully optimized. Health, as this vision explains it, really begins from within, with a specific focus on optimizing that complex interplay of your cells, your mitochondria, your microbiome. It's like turning your body into a finely tuned orchestra, maybe, but with a very specific score.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
And to elaborate on that, the document really emphasizes the power of a holistic diet. It specifically mentions the Mito Food Plan. This plan focuses on foods that are anti-inflammatory, low glycemic, high in quality fats, specifically designed to fuel your mitochondria, those tiny powerhouses inside your cells that generate energy.
Right, the energy factories.
Exactly. And this targeted nutrition is said to support what the source calls your 5 defense systems, which are angiogenesis, that's new blood vessel formation,
Right.
regeneration, the body's repairability,
Yeah.
your microbiome, that huge community of microbes in your gut, DNA protection, and immunity. Plus, the Blueprint highlights essential nutraceuticals. These are basically food-derived compounds with medicinal benefits.
Okay.
Things like NAD plus boosters, critical coenzymes for cell energy, potent antioxidants like melatonin, and gut healing compounds like Ion Gut Health, which is designed to support the integrity of your gut lining.
Got it. And speaking of internal balance, let's talk water, hydration. Because this vision takes the concept of water way beyond just purity. It talks about next-generation water systems that actively vitalize and harmonize water, mimicking natural healing waters. This sounds like quite a leap from my tap water filter.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's noteworthy here is the Blueprint's really detailed approach to water. It's aiming to optimize cellular health, metabolism, mitochondrial function by transforming the water itself. And this is achieved through processes like advanced distillation, sure, but also molecular hydrogen infusion. That's adding hydrogen gas to water, which acts as a powerful antioxidant.
Interesting.
And even what the document calls energetic and informational infusion. This involves using sound, frequencies, even scalar fields, which are a theoretical type of energy field, to restructure water in a way that's said to influence cellular resonance and profoundly impact your vitality. The idea is treating water not just as, a solvent, but as this dynamic medium for health at a really fundamental level.
Wow. Okay, this is where it feels like the future truly comes alive. This section on innovative therapies and cutting-edge technologies, designed, it says, to get to the root cause of imbalances. It sounds a bit sci-fi, maybe, but the Blueprint seems to ground it in specific applications.
Yeah, let's delve into those. First, you've got digital, frequency, and energetic therapies. These are described as nurturing the mind and spirit by addressing energetic root causes, influencing the body's subtle energy fields and informational systems. So technologies like infopathy, which the Blueprint actually calls digital drugs.
Digital drugs, okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
it essentially imprints specific health-benefiting frequencies onto water. Then there are NES infoceuticals, aiming to deliver corrective information to the body's energy fields. And bioresonance devices like Metatron and RegenU3. These are said to analyze and correct your body's subtle frequency patterns, even clearing what they term electromagnetic smog that might disrupt well-being.
Electromagnetic smog.
Yeah.
Okay. And building on that energetic idea, AMP coil is mentioned. This uses PEMF technology, pulsed electromagnetic field tech, combined with sound frequencies, the goal being to balance systems at a subcellular level, enhancing cellular communication and self-healing. It sounds like a very precise, non-invasive way to support the body.
And then you have the regenerative and cellular therapies. These therapies aim to revitalize the body right at its core, stimulating those intrinsic biological processes. This includes things like advanced stem cell support, cellular detoxification through programs like True Cellular Detox. And the Blueprint also highlights some really cutting-edge treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy, HVOT, breathing pure oxygen in a pressurized chamber to speed up healing.
Right, I've heard of that one.
Yeah. And O3D infusion. This is a combination of ozone, methylene blue, and red light therapy. These powerful modalities are intended to speed healing, slow aging, boost mitochondrial efficiency, basically allowing your body to repair and rejuvenate itself at a really foundational level.
Okay, so no more one-size-fits-all approach, clearly. This revolution is driven by personalized and data-driven insights, offering comprehensive information about your unique genetic, environmental, lifestyle factors through what the blueprint calls strategic biomarker testing and personalized plans. I mean, how precise can this really get?
Well, from the blueprint's perspective, it seems it can get incredibly precise. It mentions advanced diagnostics, ranging from epigenetic hair mapping, which looks at changes in gene expression, not just your base genes,
Oh, interesting.
to real-time biometric monitoring via wearables. These tools provide this unprecedented snapshot of your health status at any given time. And this data then enables AI-driven adaptive personalization. So interventions can be dynamically adjusted based on your real-time data. Furthermore, functional medicine protocols are applied to identify the root causes of imbalances. It really shifts you, the individual, from being a passive recipient to an active participant in your health journey. The insight here seems to be that personalized data isn't just for diagnosis, it's for dynamic, ongoing optimization.
And your health journey is truly holistic, isn't it? It extends beyond just what you eat or what therapies you get. It's about how you move, how you think, how you interact with your surroundings. Which brings us to movement, mind, and environment integrated for resilience.
Right. And digging deeper there, the blueprint emphasizes natural movement alongside these controlled hormetic stressors, things like strategic cold and heat exposure. And these aren't just for endurance, apparently. They're specifically used to activate longevity genes, stimulating the body's own adaptive responses.
Like exercise, but different stimuli.
Kind of, yeah.
Could be.
Triggering beneficial stress responses. And breathwork techniques are crucial for calming the nervous system, enhancing nitric oxide, which is key for circulation and cell health. Fasting and autophagy protocols, encouraging that cellular self-cleaning and rejuvenation process, they're integrated as regular practices. And crucially, the mind-body connection is paramount. Meditation, stress management, supporting brain health and overall resilience. It's really about leveraging natural pathways to optimize your body's inherent capabilities for self-regulation and vitality.
Okay, now let's circle back to something we touched on right at the beginning, Cytosolve, that computational systems biology platform. You mentioned it acts as a kind of virtual laboratory. Can you explain a bit more about its role in actually bringing this whole blueprint to life?
Absolutely. What seems revolutionary about Cytosolve is its ability to simulate these incredibly complex biological interactions, but on a computer. So, yeah, imagine a virtual biological lab where new health products, new interventions, they can be virtually tested for efficacy and toxicity right up front.
Wow.
This could dramatically accelerate development and potentially significantly reduce the need for extensive animal or even human trials. Cytosolve allows scientists to model how different compounds interact within the body, identify new biomarkers for health, even understand how those subtle changes in water's properties might influence cellular processes. It brings this new level of rigor, predictability, standardization, really, to this advanced field of wellness. It essentially acts as the predictive engine for the entire wellness kit safety net.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? This wellness care revolution, it presents a future where you don't just live longer, potentially, but you live happier, healthier, continually engaging your body's incredible capacity for self-healing, supported by this symphony of scientific discovery and imaginative technologies. It's really a profound shift, isn't it? Moving from reactive care to proactive design of your own well-being.
Yeah, absolutely. If we connect that to the bigger picture, it's really an invitation to reclaim health as this active, integrated state of positive vitality. It leverages advanced technologies, yes, but also ancient wisdom to unlock your full potential for resilience, performance, and ultimately a profoundly meaningful life. Truly being, as the document says, alive with a life purpose. It's about designing a life of flourishing, almost from the ground up, using all the tools and insights becoming available.
This deep dive certainly reveals a comprehensive vision, one that calls upon you really to take responsibility in your life, to be that peaceful beacon of life it suggests you were born to be. So, what stands out to you about this ambitious blueprint for human thriving? How might these ideas reshape your own understanding of what it means to be truly well? And maybe, where do you see the greatest potential for personal application in your own life? We really encourage you to reflect on those possibilities